Morning guys, as you can see, normal service has been resumed down here. I came down with the digger yesterday and just repaired this access. I haven't completely repaired the wall here yet. I'll do that in a couple of days time when I'm sure everything's settled down, but the forecast now is not for any more rain, so I've made a good access in and out here so that it's easy for everyone to come and go. I'm just going out for a fairly long but gentle ride today, and then I'll be riding again tomorrow, probably training properly tomorrow. So I thought perhaps we'd do a little bridge ride. We can go over sort of 4 or 5 bridges over this river, so this being the first one. So this is the bridge close to my house that you guys will know about, and we're over the Rio Grande river, and we'll go down and go over a few more bridges, and we'll see how the river looks on its way down to the Guadalhorce, which is the main river that leads down to Malaga. So I'll bring you guys along. I hope everyone's doing well, and got the bike all ready after our race last Wednesday. It was pretty wet and muddy, so worked through the bike and just had a good tidy up on it. So let's see how we get on today. I'll bring you guys along. Okay, I'll speak to you later. Here we are guys at the second bridge. This is further down the river from my house. Quite a bit bigger bridge here, road bridge for cars. And you can see that the river's starting to get wider here. Quite a bit more flow. Instead of being channeled into that small channel that we have up by our house, it's starting to spread out down here now and make its way down through the valley. So bridge number 2. If we look down here, you can see a lot of bamboo up against the stanchion, and quite a large bit of wood, so it shows you the type of stuff that gets washed down when the river's really flowing fast. Get caught up against the stanchions here. Alright guys, on to the next one. Hello again guys, we're at bridge number 3. You have been here with me before. This is just before a quite big climb, going up to the yellow house up there and then up onto the top of the hill, which I did with you guys very early on when I very first started. And then I did it again recently and really smashed my time up there, put in a much better time. So we're on the Rio Grande again, as this is the 3rd bridge over the Rio Grande today. As you can see, much wider here, and you can see where the water was up. It's still sitting in pools over the other side there, and this bridge is made to accommodate the full flood water, so as you can see it's really quite wide to allow all the flood water to go underneath. If you look down here, you can see some pretty substantial bits of timber up against the stanchion there, so it's the sort of thing that's coming down in that flood water. When we mentioned the other day about the weight of the water itself, and also the stuff that's in it, is what makes it dangerous. More so than the water itself, it's what's being carried in it, making it very heavy, and making you don't know what's in there, big lumps of wood, all sorts of stuff coming down, so best to keep out the way of it while it's really raging. But nice peaceful day today, no more rain forecast, so I thought I'd bring you guys out and show you how the river is today. Okay, well I'm on a gentle day today, so I'm trying to keep my heart rate down, I'm aiming to stay at around 112 beats per minute on my riding. Go over that a little bit on the climbs, but just basically just steady. So I'll go up the climb now and go gently up there, and then we'll drop back down again on the other side and go down to the other bridge. Alright guys, I will see you soon. Stopped at the top of the climb, guys. Not a bad view up here, eh? That village we can see in front of us is Aladena. Thomas, Big T, likes to go to Aladena. It's his favourite village. There, the mountains going across to Kusara Bonella. I don't know if you can make out the track that we ride. It's halfway up that mountain. You can see a change in the colour where they've cut the track into the Sierra. That was where the race last Wednesday, the race came on the opposite direction along from Kusara Bonella along that track, and then dropped down into Kusara Bonella. I'll take you guys up there this week and do the last part of that race, which was a quite exciting single track. So I ran out of battery, I couldn't record it, and the fog was so bad anyway, the cloud was so bad that you could only see a few meters in front of you anyway. So I'll go and do it again this week and record it so you guys can see what the end of the race was like. That's where I overtook about 15 guys going down that last part. And then directly in front of us here is the Sierra de las Nieves, the big mountains. It's just over 2,000 meters on the top of there. And then if you look directly straight from here, you won't be able to see with this camera, but looking past the right hand side of the big rock that's close to us here, goes straight through over the top of a kind of orangey roof, and behind that there's some cypress trees sticking up, and that's my house. You can't see the house, but you can see the cypress tree. And then coming around this way, more houses in the valley here. Through the gap over there is Coeen, the village of Coeen. And the village straight in front of us above the track here is Alarin el Grande. So you've got Alarin, Coeen, and then over the top of the mountain here will be Monda, and then going back around. Hello guys, we're at the next bridge. You've been on this bridge with me before. Stopped here and had a bite to eat. This is another rural bridge. Actually these two chilled units here are from quite a large fruit cooperative, so they collect a lot of the fruit from this area, and they assemble it for distribution, send it out on their trucks. So it's quite a big operation actually, that's serviced by this bridge. So again, much wider down here. We're getting down towards the Guadalhorce down here. Alright guys, we'll head along. I'm going to climb up on the other side and then we'll go down to the next bridge, which is the closest one to the Guadalhorce. Speak to you soon. Shame you missed that, guys. The bee man just came by. I'm still on the bridge, and he gave me a huge jar of honey, fresh honey from his bees. So that's very kind of him, because he's the same bee man as we use on the farm. He's got his hives there pollinating all of the fruit trees. So he saw me and he stopped, and so I've got a big pot of honey. It's quite heavy actually. I managed to squeeze it into that bottle holder. So okay guys, speak to you later. I found a big puddle for Damo to play in. Quite deep actually. So guys, you're seeing a bit more of the Rio Grande than you bargained for. Obviously burst its banks here, and it's taken over the track. So I rode down the first part, but the second part was so soft where it's turned up all the gravel you couldn't actually ride, you just sinking into the base. So I had to walk down that part. Here's the Rio Grande itself making its way down. Hopefully we can go up this track here and continue. Let's see. But nice little area down here, quiet. Just me and the birds. We are a bit further down, guys. River's a bit more concentrated here, and I've just ridden down this track you can see here, which I think ordinarily would continue, but been cut off by the recent flood. So I'll go back up. There was a junction just up here and round the corner. There was a little junction to go up, so I'll go up and see if I can get through up there. Beautiful down here though. Shame the water's so high. I'd walk across and carry on the other side there, but it's flowing a bit too fast for my liking. I don't mind getting wet up to about my knees, but any more than that. There's some birds. Alright guys, let's head along and get to the next bridge. Quite an adventure, eh? Okay guys, oh excuse me, here we go. We're getting down towards the Guadalhorce River now. I'm on a bridge that I've been on with you guys before and stopped and had something to eat. In fact, they've just renovated this bridge, put a new asphalt coating on, and they've created a weir on the other side. So they've concentrated all the water into one place. This is what you can hear, the proper outfall, just to stop it eroding the sides of the river away if they can help it. So anything up to this level, it holds it back and channels it into the main channel down the middle of the river, and the river's making its way away. I think what we'll do, I'm going to have a little bite to eat now, and then we'll head down. I brought you along from the goat farm, which is down here in the middle here. That's the goat farm down there. I brought you along this bank before, up to the bridge on one of our rides, but I'm going to ride down towards the main road. I've never ridden down there. There's a big bridge over the main road, which we've been over in the car when I've had you guys along in the car, but I've never tried the other side, so I don't know if there's a pathway going along the other side in the direction of Kartama. So why don't we go and have a look? We're about an hour and 20 minutes into the ride here. It's been a nice gentle ride today. Found some lovely tracks along the side of the river, some tracks I didn't know were there, so that's been really good. So I'm just gonna have my rice cakes. I made some rice cakes earlier this week, so I'm gonna have my rice cakes, and I'm gonna dip them in the fresh honey that the beekeeper's just given me. So that's gonna be a very nice lunch. Okay guys, I will speak to you soon.